Where do you go when you need to feel safe? You need to run to the Lord. Hello everyone, my name is Marquita, but you can call me Q. This is a faith-based channel. I'm here to help you grow in your faith and get closer to God through biblical understanding and application. Today, I'm going to be talking about trust in the Lord. I'm going to be reading from Isaiah 26:4. Trust in the Lord forever, for the Lord God is an everlasting rock. Isaiah 12:2. Behold, God is my salvation. I will trust and will not be afraid, for the Lord God is my strength and my song, and he has become my salvation. Trust in the Lord is so important as you journey with Christ. In your walk, dependency and trust on God is one of the most important things. It goes hand in hand with your faith. You will have difficulty navigating your walk with God, navigating your life with God, if you do not trust and depend on the Lord. Trust is a practical challenge. It is something we have to do every day. We have to wake up and choose to trust in the Lord. A challenge you must face and overcome in order to deepen your relationship with God. You have to wake up every day and choose, today I'm going to trust in the Lord. Today I'm going to cast everything to the Lord. Today I will depend on and lean on the Lord. Practical means of or concerned with actual doing or use of something, rather than with theory and ideas. Behaving in a way that relates more to the practice or action. You have to put your trust into action. You have to choose to make the Lord your refuge, to make him your place of safety. You have to commit to trusting God every day. You have to apply trust to God every day. The Lord is my shepherd and I shall not want. The Lord is my shield. The Lord is my protector. You have to wake up and choose to trust and believe in these scriptures and speak them over your life. You have to commit to trusting God every day. Every day brings its own troubles and worries. This means every day you must choose to trust God. You must choose to trust God to handle all of these worries and cares for you, and not worry about the next day or the next thing, but choose to trust God to handle all of them for you. That way, you know the Lord is ordering your step. Believe that your steps are ordered. Pray at the start of your day. Ask God to direct your steps and take care of your day. Command your morning through Christ. Allow Christ to order your steps. Allow Christ to bring you through the day. If you go throughout the day knowing, believing, and trusting that God is ordering your steps, anything that happens during the day will not affect you. You will have a different approach to this. If something negative happens throughout your day, you know that God has ordered your step. You know that all things work out for your good. So in that moment, you will begin to pray to God. God, I've encountered this. God, this has happened. God, this is causing me sorrow. God, this is frustrating me. You will cast your burdens onto the Lord so you don't have to worry about whatever situation is going on. God, this just happened with my coworker. How do I handle this? What do you want me to say? Lord, give me the words to speak. Put your words in my mouth. This is how you go throughout your day, trusting in God. You have to behave like you trust in God in real life situations and events. rather than having trust for God as a theory or a good idea. You have to actually put it into application and action throughout your day. Yeah, I trust God. Yet your behaviors do not reflect that you trust God. Soon as the enemy throws a fiery dart your way, you're back into your flesh, you're back into your sin, you're cursing someone out, you're growing angry, you're growing frustrated, and now you've given a devil a foothold in your life to work. We need to behave in a way that shows we trust in God. The enemy throws a fiery dart your way, pick up your shield of faith. Lord, this is frustrating me. What do I do? Lord, help me not live in my flesh. Help me respond to this. We need to behave like we trust and believe in the words of God. We have to put trust into practice by displaying actions that show you trust God. How do you do that? Well, one is taking a leap of faith. If you feel God is calling you to do something, if God spoke to you to do something, put your trust in Him and take that leap of faith. Do it. Be obedient. Have your action steps match. Number 2 is walking in faith steps. Walking and acting and behaving like you have faith in God. Trusting His words, being obedient to the instructions He gave you. Faith steps throughout your day. Know your steps are ordered. And number 3 is casting your burdens to the Lord. Anything the enemy tries to throw at you, give it right back to God. Here we go. Turn your worry into prayer. Pray it back to the Lord. 4, praying and talking to God. This is pray without ceasing. In every moment, you need to be praying and talking to God in your life. Lord, what do I do about this? Lord, protect me throughout my day. Lord, make sure I get to my destination safely. Talk to God. Commune with Him. This is how you show you have trust on Him, because you're depending on Him in your everyday life. And number 5, turning your worry into prayer and worship. When anything happens to you, any bad news, you begin to pray about it. You begin to seek the Lord's face about it. You begin to worship God right there in that moment. I've had situations at work happen when I've gotten completely overwhelmed and things have gotten chaotic. And in that moment, I start to worship God in my heart and my head. The Lord is my shepherd. The Lord is my shield. Lord, surround me with your songs of victory. I start singing worship songs. You are good, God. You are good. You are good. And then that overwhelming feeling, that feeling of frustration and anger, whatever that was boiling up within me, ceased to exist because I gave it to God. I turned my worry into prayer. I trust God to help me through it, and He does. And now all of a sudden, this stressful situation is no longer causing stress to me because it's no longer my burden. I've released it and gave it to God. This is how we need to start living and trust in God. This is how we put our trust in God. To really have Him become our shelter, our place of refuge. A place of refuge is a place to safety. Where do you go when you need to feel safe? You need to run to the Lord. Even in your everyday thing, even in that moment, prayer doesn't have to be this big, showy display of things. Christ tells us in the Bible, you don't need to stay on street corners and pray out loud. No, go to a corner and pray to your Father in heaven by yourself. Go to your secret place. Your secret place at any time and in a moment can be in your head. Your secret place can be in your heart. It's that place you retreat to in that moment and seek refuge in God. This is how you show the Lord you trust Him, you depend on Him, you lean on Him. This is how you humbly submit yourself before God. Lord, you are my place of refuge. You are my place of shelter. You are my place of safety. These are all practical actions to show and display your belief and trust in God. So that's it. That is all for this video. Comment down below how you seek refuge in the Lord. And if you don't seek refuge in the Lord, comment down why you think you don't seek refuge in the Lord during your time of need and sorrow. Comment down below, I trust you, Lord, and let him know that you trust in him. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and remember to travel the road that requires faith. Bye.